Control R. Hello, people of the internet. My name's Wim. I've gathered you here today. Why have I? Maybe I should read over my script one more time and actually know what I'm here to talk about. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, so first off, hopefully this video is gonna be a lot shorter than the first one, because that one was 38 minutes and it was very, very annoying to edit, even though I barely edited. I just did some cuts, a lot of cuts. It took me 2 hours to record that. Anyway, why have I gathered you here today? Um, I just want to share a concept or like an idea that I'm not gonna claim it as my own. I think it's a amalgamation of different concepts that I've stumbled upon on the internet. My hair, goddamn. But basically, I want to talk about what the concept, like you know that catchphrase of I know everything comes with a price. Like everything in life has a price. Yeah. Um, it's kind of about that, but in a more connectable way. Like it becomes more visceral, more like it's easier to understand, or at least for me in this way. So, so when in life there are things you want, right? Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start a business. Those two are the same thing. You might want to make music for a living. Just things you want in life. Things which you want your life to be like, or you want your life to be in a certain way, or maybe you want to build a family, you want to be a kinder person, whatever it could be. Everything comes with a price. If you want to be a kinder person, you're gonna have to potentially be a more like to be a kinder person. Maybe you have to be more controlled as a person, not as impulsive. Maybe, for example, to build a business, there's a lot of things you need to do, and there are a lot of different ways you can go about it. So, thinking about that in and of itself can be overwhelming. But basically, everything comes with a price, and things coming with a price means that you have to sacrifice things for other things. Because the time we have on this earth is limited, so we can't do everything. And 13-year-old me really hated that. I mean, I still hate it, though, as almost 20 now. Still hate the idea that you're forced to choose something over something else instead of just doing everything. Bummer in it. Anyway, sacrifice is necessary. So, what are you willing to sacrifice? That's like one of the big questions that you, dear viewer, need to answer. If you want to move forward, and forward as in you want to move in any concrete direction in life, then you need to make sacrifices. I'm saying this both in the hopes of helping you and also to myself to really get this in my brain because I need it. I really need it. Um, but yeah, you need to make sacrifice. You need to decide what you're going to sacrifice for something else. And it might turn out that the thing you're sacrificing might have actually been bad for you in the first place. Let's say, like, a really easy example is, oh, I want to be fit, but I love eating candy. Actually, I have some candy over here right now. Comedic. Um, then, sure, you sacrifice eating candy to become fit, and then you'll find that you don't want to eat candy anymore. and your life will just overall be better. So it's just something that you have to let go of. So in the present, letting go of eating candy is going to be painful, but future you is going to thank you. Really, a good strategy for living life is trying to for living for the future in a way. But you can also take a negative spin on it and be like, actually, no, 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 no. I think it works. I think it works. I don't think you can really spin it in too bad of a way. Well, if you can, drop it in the comments and prove me wrong, because I'm just freewheeling this entire script. Um. Anyway, that's point number one. You gotta know what you're willing to sacrifice. Point number two is that commitment is king. So when you've decided that you're gonna go for something, you need to double down. You need to, sure, you can doubt yourself, but don't let the doubts win. Don't stop doing the thing that you think you need to be doing. Don't do the thing. Don't stop doing the thing that you've sacrificed for, unless you find that you're starting to sacrifice things which you're not willing to sacrifice. Then in that case, stop. Because you might be sacrificing too much. It might be eating up your life without you noticing. But yeah, this is a message to people who are currently paving their own path through having started with the first step of sacrificing and are now in the commitment part, but are doubting. Doubt, but don't stop. Doubting might mean that you need to recalibrate your compass a little bit and go like slightly more to the left than what you were going previously. I don't know, my hand gestures did not make sense there. Rather than going all the way back on the paved path, walking all the way back to your starting point. You can't see where I'm pointing my fingers, I put them on the ground. All the way back to your starting point. starting point. Starting point. And then starting over from there. What I'm trying to say is that if you're going to, you shouldn't start over. At least not completely. Or it's hard to say, it depends really, but if you want success, pick a path that you can see yourself going down. Go down that path. Sacrifice the things you're willing to sacrifice. Know the price. Inform yourself of the price you're going to have to pay for the thing you want. And then go that path. You may doubt yourself, but keep going. Or go in a slightly different way on the same path. Don't stop walking back because you're doubting yourself. That's just going to remove all the progress you've made. And one thing about progress is if you look at it results based, then failing at something might not be failing at something is the end. You didn't do anything. You made no progress. But that's only if you walk all the way back to your initial starting point. If you start from where you stopped paving your path, then you have a new starting point that gives you new options. Anyways, that's about it for this. Hope you enjoyed. Before you leave though, I'm trying to do a new video structure and tell me what you think about it, but well, just in this freewheeling as well, more just conversational. But I want to leave you with some actionable advice that I think I heard from somewhere. I might just be straight up copying this from someone else, but I am actually. I remember now. Anyway, if you want to try to move yourself in the right direction so you feel able to sacrifice or commit to something, then I want you to take one small thing in your life. It can be eating a specific type of candy or playing a specific type of video game or a specific video game. And And what I want you to do is take that one thing and promise to yourself that you're not going to do that thing anymore or eat that thing in terms of candy. I want you to cultivate resolve, as Healthy Gamer GG says. That's a good video. Their channel is great. You should watch them instead of me. Anyways, that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and bye bye. I don't think I looked at you more than twice, because there's the camera and there's where I looked at. Anyway, have a good one. Bye bye.